Hello everyone and welcome back to Yoga by Hannah. Today I have a lovely 30-minute practice for you with the theme of letting go. I'm going to be using a block and a blanket, so if you have those and you want to use them, feel free to go and grab them now. And when you're ready, we're going to begin today's practice in Tadasana, mountain pose. So, taking your feet about hip distance apart, spread the toes, ground through the feet. Inhale to find some length through the spine, roll your shoulders away from the ears, feeling the shoulder blades melting down the body. And arms can come to rest by the sides, palms facing forwards. We're just going to take a few moments here to arrive on the mat. So if you'd like to, I invite you to blink the eyes closed here. Letting go of the day so far, leaving any to-do list or worries at the door. And letting go of any expectation you might have on your practice today. And just bringing your awareness to the sound of your breath now. And see if you can slow the breath down. Calming the body, calming the mind. And we're going to take a few rounds of cleansing breath together here now with our eyes closed. Inhale deeply through your nose. And exhale to sigh it out through your mouth. Inhale deeply through your nose. And exhale, sigh it out through your mouth. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. One more here. And release the breath. Blink the eyes open. We're just going to bring some movement to our breath now. So on your next inhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands up towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale, bend at the knees, hinge at the hips and send your hands to the back space. Inhale takes you up. And exhale to hinge, taking the hands back. Beautiful, and on your next inhale, coming back into your Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale here to find some length in the spine, and exhale, tuck the chin to chest and begin to slowly roll through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, coming into your forward fold, Uttanasana. You can bend the knees as much as you need to here. We're letting go of what we think this pose should look like today. Chest melts towards the thighs. You can take the fingertips to the ground here, or you can take hold of opposite elbows. And just coming back to that nice, deep, long breath. A wonderful pose for release. And on your next exhale, release the fingertips down to the ground. And we're just going to gently and slowly begin to send the hips down. Heels come off the mat, curling into a little ball here. Chin tucks towards the chest. Inhale. And exhale, slowly and mindfully. Taking the hands towards the back space. Coming into a cross-legged seated position. From here, we're going to take a few rounds of a seated cat-cow. So inhale to lengthen your spine And exhale to tuck the tailbone under. Begin to round through the spine. Send your gaze towards your belly button, cat pose. Inhale, send the chest forward, heart opens. Gaze up towards the sky, cow pose. Just take a few rounds here at your own pace, the sound of your breath. Finding some mobility in the spine, warming up the spine. Wonderful. On your next exhale, just come back to a center position. And from here, we're gonna come into our butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together and just letting the knees come out to the sides. You can use your props here if you'd like it to be more of a restorative pose. So just place your blocks beneath the knees or your blankets or cushions. And just find a position here that's comfortable for you today. So you can play with the distance of the heels and the hips. And when you're ready, interlace the fingers. Take the fingers to the feet to clasp around the toes. Inhale to lengthen up through the spine, shoulder blades draw together. And exhale, begin to just ever so slowly hinge at the hips and send the body forwards. Elbows bend here. And if you'd like to, you can just begin to push the legs a little further down if you'd like a deeper stretch. Coming back to the breath. Feeling the muscles of the groin stretching, opening up. Beautiful. Inhale, draw your belly in towards your spine, and exhale, take it back up. Take the knees together, and we're going to come into a flat back position, lying down on your mat. When you get there, take a nice big inhale through the nose, the biggest breath you've taken all day, and send your arms up and overhead. And exhale through the mouth, let something go. Beautiful, well done everyone. Inhale, draw your right knee in towards your chest. Bring your left sole of your foot to the mat behind your left sit bones. From here, we're going to take the right ankle and just place it on the left thigh. And we're going to float the left thigh off the mat. Reclined pigeon pose. Ground through your shoulders here, tuck the chin slightly, and if you'd like to, you can take the right hand through the space between the legs and interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. Breathing deeply here. Opening up through the hips, stretching the muscles of the glutes. And on your next exhale, release everything back down. Inhale, we'll take it to the other side. Lift the left leg up. Hug the knee in towards the chest. And this time, your right sole of your foot comes to the mat behind the right sit bones. From here, we're going to take hold of the left ankle and place it on the right thigh. And then slowly hover your right leg up off the floor. From here, you can take the left hand through the space between the legs and interlace the fingers behind the right thigh. Tuck the chin under, shoulders are ground through the mat. Breathe. Beautiful. On your next exhale, release everything back down. Inhale, sweep the hands up and overhead, and exhale, hug both knees in towards the chest. From here, we're just going to gently rock over to one side and make our way back into a standing position at the top of our mats. So when you get there, take your feet together, really together. Draw up through the spine, crown of the head towards the sky, shoulders roll away from the ears. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands up towards the sky, palms kiss together, and exhale, take the palms to your chest. From here, we're going to come into a little tree pose. So just take your gaze, your drishti, to focus on a point in front of you to help you with your balance. Of course, you can use a chair or a wall or any other piece of furniture if balancing isn't really your thing today. But from here, we're just going to begin to shift the weight of the body into the left leg. Just playing with that little bit of balance here. And inhale, we're going to begin to peel up the right leg off the floor. You might stay here, this might be your tree today, and that's great. Otherwise, you can take the sole of the right foot to the ankle, to the calf, or to the thigh if that's available to you. Don't forget to breathe. And the wonderful thing about balancing poses are that they really bring us into the now, into the present moment. Well done, everyone. If you're wobbling, don't worry, we're all human, just let it go, play with it. And on your next inhale, you're going to gently pick up the right thigh and place the right ankle over the left knee. Inhale here, and then on your exhale, begin to sink the hips down as though you were sitting into a chair. Standing pigeon pose. Just make sure the hips are square here. Draw the shoulder blades together and breathe. See if you can sink a little deeper for the last couple of rounds of breath. Well done, everyone. On your next exhale, taking it back to your Tadasana. From here, we're going to inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky, and exhale, send your right leg back into a high lunge position. So just checking in with your alignment a little bit here. Front knee is over front ankle, and just draw that left hip back slightly so the hips are square here. Tuck the rib cage under, roll the shoulders away from the ears, and I invite you to take a Sapana mudra. So index fingers come together and all the other fingers and thumbs interlace. And just take that up overhead. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale to imagine any tension leaving the body through the index fingers. Inhale to fill up. Exhale to release tension. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale to let something go. Well done, guys. On your next exhale, we're gonna pivot on the back foot, send the arms into a warrior two. Take your gaze over your front fingertips. You can take a second to adjust here if you'd like to take a slightly wider stance. If you feel like you can, sink a little deeper. Inhale here. And on your exhale, we're going to take the hands to frame the front foot, pivot on the back foot, and send the front foot back to our downward facing dog. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Just coming back to the sound of your breath for a moment. Unclench the jaw, soften the face. And on your next inhale, right leg lifts up towards the sky, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, bend the knee, shift the weight forwards and send your knee to your nose. Inhale, take it back up to three-legged dog, and exhale to shift forwards, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back up to three-legged dog, and exhale, this time send your knee towards your right wrist. Place the leg down and slide your left leg back, grounding through the top of the back of your, the top of your left foot, sorry. Inhale here to lengthen through the spine. Make sure your front foot is flexed, and you can have the front foot closer to the hips here, or you can bring it out at a 45 or 90-degree angle if that's available to you. And just checking that that back leg is engaged here. And I invite you to use any props you'd like to here to support you underneath your hips. So I'm just going to slide my block underneath my hip. Inhale here, heart is open, gaze is forward, and exhale to fold down onto the forearms. Forehead kisses the mat. Coming back to the sound of your breath here. Pigeon pose. Coming back to the idea of letting go. A parigraha, one of the 5 yamas in yoga. This idea of non-attachment. Letting go of anything here that no longer serves you emotionally, physically, mentally. And the wonderful thing about letting go is that it really gives us space for something new. Where can you soften here? Where can you let go? And on your next inhale, plant the palms underneath the shoulders, curl the back toes underneath, slide away any props from underneath you, and exhale, send the right leg back, take it to downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale to gently lower the knees to the mat, send the hips back to the heels, forehead kisses the mat, and arms can come to rest beside you, palms facing up, child's pose, balasana. And finding a few moments of stillness here, coming back to the sound of your breath. Coming back to the theme of today's class, letting go. Beautiful. When you're ready, coming back into an all fours position. Bring your palms slightly in front of the shoulders, spread the fingertips wide, tuck your back toes under, inhale, and exhale, send your hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply here through the nose, and exhale through the mouth, let something go. Beautiful, well done everyone. Inhale here, and exhale, walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Let the head stay heavy here. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. And maybe you take hold of opposite elbows. Give yourself a little sway. And on your next exhale, releasing the grip, fingertips towards the mat. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, slowly begin to roll up the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to come up, coming back in to our Tadasana, mountain pose. Just notice how you feel here. Find a moment for some stillness. Well done everyone, and we're just going to come into the other side now. So bring the feet together. Draw the belly into the spine. Find some length here, crown of the head towards the sky. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, bend the knees, send the arms up towards the sky. Fingertips kiss together. And exhale to bring the palms to your heart center. From here, we're going to come into our tree on the other side. So shifting the weight into the right leg this time. So really try and engage the muscles of the right leg here. Draw up through the midline, engage the core. And when you're ready, slowly begin to peel the left foot off the mat. Again, you might stay here. If this is your tree today, then that's really great. I invite you to use a chair or a wall if you'd like to try it balancing. And if you'd like to, you can take the soles of the sole of the left foot to the ankle, to the calf, or to the thigh if that's available to you. Sending your gaze, your drishti, to a point in front of you to focus on. Breathe here. And if you fall out, just let it go. Let it be. You can come back in when you're ready. And on your next inhale, gently pick up the left leg, hook the left ankle over the right knee, and as you exhale, begin to sink the hips as if you're sitting into a chair. Flex the left foot, keep the hips square, draw the shoulder blades towards each other, and breathe. Standing pigeon. Wonderful. On your next exhale, release back into your Tadasana. From here, we're going to inhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands up towards the sky, and exhale, send your left leg back into a high lunge position. So just checking in with our alignment here, front knee over front ankle, and just squaring off the hips. So draw your right hip back, left hip forward, tuck the chest underneath, draw the shoulders away from the ears, and once again I invite you to take your Sapana Mudra here. So inhale, reach the hands up towards the sky, and exhale, let something go. Inhale to fill up, and exhale, let something go. Inhale, fill up, and exhale, imagine anything you no longer need, releasing through the index fingers. Beautiful, guys. On your next inhale, just see if you can stretch up a little higher, and exhale, pivot on the back foot and come into your warrior two. Take a second to adjust here if you need to. Maybe you sink a little lower in the hips. Send your gaze, your drishti over your front fingertips. Inhale. And exhale, we frame the front foot, pivot on the back foot, send your right leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale, let something go. Wonderful. We're going to come into pigeon on the other side now. So spread the fingertips wide. Inhale, left leg lifts up towards the sky. And on your exhale, bend the knee and shift the weight forward, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back up to three-legged dog. And exhale, shift the weight forward, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog, and exhale. This time we take the left knee to the left ankle and slide your right leg back, grounding through the top of the right foot. Inhale here to find some length, and exhale, take it down to the forearms. Forehead kisses the mat. Just take a second to check that the front foot is flexed, back foot
is engaged, pressing through the top of the mat. And coming back to the sound of your breath here in our pigeon pose. And we store a lot of emotions in our hips. So see if you can soften here, see if you can make some space, see if you can let something go. Well done everyone. On your next inhale, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, spread the fingertips wide, tuck the back toes under, and exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. Inhale here, and exhale, lower the knees down to the mat, send the hips back into our child's pose, forehead kisses the mat, arms come to rest beside you, palms facing up. And just notice how you feel here. Maybe you rock the head gently from side to side, giving the forehead, the third eye a massage. Maybe find a little bit of stillness. When you're ready, press back up into an all-fours position. And we're just going to gently make our way to lie down on our mats. So no rush. When you get there, take a nice big inhale breath through the nose. Take your arms up and overhead. And exhale, let it go through the mouth. One more like that. Inhale to fill up. And exhale to let it go. And this time when you inhale, hug your right knee in towards your chest. Take hold of your right knee with your left hand and just begin to guide it over to the left side, keeping the shoulders grounded through the mat. Maybe you send your gaze over the right shoulder. Feel a nice stretch in the side body here, supine twist. And on your next exhale, take it back to center. Inhale, this time we'll take the left knee, hug it in towards the chest. Right hand takes the left knee and slowly guides the left leg over to the right side. Make sure your shoulders are grounded through the mat. Send your gaze over the left shoulder and breathe. On your next exhale, take it back to center. Inhale to hug the knees into the chest. And this time we're going to send the knees towards the armpits. Flex the feet, send the soles of the feet towards the sky. Inhale, reach the hands up, take hold at the outsides of the feet. Happy baby. Draw the shoulders towards the mat, lengthen through the spine, tuck the chin slightly. Breathe. And you can take a little sway here from side to side if that feels good for you. Well done everyone. On your next exhale, release the grip of the feet and take the legs out long. We're going to come into a Shavasana now. So if you have a blanket and you would like to use it, I invite you to drape it over the body now. In my opinion, this is such a game changer for Shavasana. It just adds that extra layer of deliciousness and relaxation. I love it. So when you're ready, just letting the feet splay out, relaxing the legs, tucking the shoulder blades underneath you, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the chin slightly. Arms can come to rest beside you, palms facing up. And you can slowly flutter the eyes shut here if you'd like to. Just begin to notice anywhere you might be holding on to. Unclench the bum, unclench the jaw, soften the skin on your face. Where can you let go? Where can you find space? Where can you soften? And for the next few moments, just allow yourself to completely surrender, to let go. Feel the weight of your body melting into the mat. And come back to the sound of your breath for a few moments here, Shavasana. When you're ready, begin to bring some movement back into the body. Wiggle the toes and the fingertips. Slowly blink the eyes open. Draw the knees into the chest and slowly we'll roll to one side and make our way into a seated position where we'll end today's practice. Hands can come to heart center in Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, everyone. And let's see if we can take some of the space that we found on our mat and use it in our everyday lives off the mat. Namaste.